Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at Marvel Strike Force. Specifically, we're going to be opening up some Pyro orbs, and then going to do a character preview of him, and then go into some Blitz, maybe. But first, before we get into that, if you're just now finding my channel, consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the newest videos. Alright, welcome back. So we've got 12 orbs to open, so we're going to go ahead and open those and see how high we're going to be able to get Pyro. He is a 45 shard unlock, so we'll unlock him at 2. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some 180s. Who knows? We will see. With my luck, I am not going to be holding my breath, so let's start. What do we got? We got 6. We need 45 to open them. We've got 12 orbs to go. Another 6. Another 6. Oh, 8. Let's keep going. 8. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice one. We got 40. Well, that's an easy unlock right there. So we got him unlocked. So see how many more we can get. 6. Here's another one. Another 10. Another 10. Nice. Anybody counting? I have no idea how many more we have to go. There's 8. Another 8. It's good to get some gear material too, I think. And that's it. So we got as much as we can get. So let's go ahead and go out. And there is Pyro. Go ahead and recruit him. There we go. Got him 2-star. He looks pretty cool. We've seen him a little bit in the raids and stuff. I've not had an opportunity to play with him yet, so let's go ahead and recruit him. There we go. And yep, it looks like we can go ahead and get him up to 3-star. Alright. Let's go ahead and level him up. 69. You need 3.2. Holy cow. Well, we got just over 1 million. So we'll bring him down. I'm going to bring him down to 55. You know what? I want more material. So we'll go to 50 for now. And see how far we can take him. And if we have any gold left over, we'll go ahead and level him up some more. Alright, and this is what I was able to get Pyro to. So I got him up to tier 8, level 55, and then I got his abilities to 6, 5, 5, and 3. So let's go ahead and just take a look at his profile here really quick and see exactly what he does at these levels that I have. So currently we have his hit points at 25k, but he is only 13,000. His damage is at 32, armor is at 13, and then he's a 95 speed, so he's a pretty quick guy. There is his stats. Now let's see what he's got for abilities. So for his flamethrower here, his primary attack, so attack primary target and adjacent targets for 120% damage. Apply bleed to each target. And then once you get him up to level 7, you just increase the primary and adjacent target damage. It's interesting. I know I saw this somewhere, but it's interesting that they chose to apply bleed rather than a burn or something like that. But there we go. We get to apply bleed. Pyrotechnics, attack primary target and adjacent targets for 140% damage. Apply 2 bleed and clear 1 positive effect from each target. Once we level that up, we can clear additional positive effects and apply bleed to each target for 2 turns. And then plus 40% damage. So we get to increase that damage just a little bit more. We've got FIRECRAFTING. This is a cool little This is a cool little attack here for his ultimate. We attack primary target and adjacent targets for 170% damage and apply disrupted to each target. And then if Magneto is an ally, each target has bleed prolonged by a duration of 1. If we level this up a little bit more, we'll do some additional damage and we'll apply disrupted on our opponents for 2 turns. And then Stoke the Flames for his passive. We gain 15% extra focus. That's for the bleeds. And then when Pyro is attacked, fill 5% of his speed bar. As we level this up, we'll gain additional focus and additional speed bar when attacked. So we can do that up to what? Looks like 5, 10, 15% speed bar fill. And then if Magneto's an ally, when an enemy drops below 50% health, then we apply a heal block. So there you go. I mean, he's just he's an all-out damage dude, right? Blaster, a hot-headed fire starter who excels at burning enemies in an area to inflict damage over time. So I like the artwork. I've always liked the artwork in this game. It's always been very cool. All right, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and throw him into a couple Blitz right now, and we're going to see how he does. A couple low-end Blitz, just to see what his animations are, his attacks and things like that. So this is just, it's not a full-on, you know, high-level Blitz. It's just gonna take us in there to get where we need to get with him and just see what we got. I am gonna pair him up though with 2 of his Brotherhood just because I have them. They are higher level, so if we get torn up too much, then I'll just pair him up with low-level guys, but it'll still be pretty cool to see, I think. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to do that. So in order for all of these guys to really come together, you need Magneto. None of them help each other in any way until Magneto kind of brings them together. There's no synergies between any of them, which is interesting. However, he's a mutant, and you can put him together with Cable and Storm. No, not Storm, with Cable, because Cable gives that. Let's go back to, let's go take a look at Mystique really quick. This is strictly, yeah, this is strictly if Magneto is there. And then Storm, Ride the Wind, X-Men or X-Force, no mutant. So it would actually be Cable would be the one that would be able to, really the only one that he can synergize with the time sense, because Cable gives let's see, 10% chance to apply counter to a random mutant. Yeah, there we go. And then the speed bar boost. So now I'm just going to pair Pyro up with some people his level, some characters his level in Blitz, just so we can see what he looks like when he fights. I have not done anything with Blitz right now. It's, man, I'll tell you, I have a full-time day job, and being able to carve some time out to really powerhouse through Blitz is difficult sometimes. Alright, let's go ahead and go in there, see what we got, see how Pyro does. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down to ×1 just so we can see the animations. So right now, as far as Magneto goes, I do have the minimum 5 characters finally. I do not have Sabretooth, but I do have the 5 that I need for Magneto. So as soon as that gets opened up here, and I think what, in 9 days, then we'll see some action there. All right, as always, go into take out Crossbones. All right, so here's his basic for 120% damage for target and adjacent targets, and apply a bleed. And then this one here is what? Attack primary target and adjacent targets for 140% damage. Apply 2 bleeds and clear positive effect. We'll just go ahead and do this. There we go. Applied bleed to Thanos there, but Thanos shook that right off. Alright. Let's go ahead and taunt. go ahead and look at... We'll look at Pyro's second attack here in a minute. Alright, here we go. Let's go after... Now let's go after Wolverine, see if we can maximize the adjacent damage. That's pretty cool. You know what that reminds me of? R2-D2 in on the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game. He puts oil on the ground and then ignites it. Alright. I don't think we're going to get his ultimate on this one. We'll get it into the next one. So we'll just take these guys out. I'm going to pair him up with a couple higher level characters. And then sure, we'll fight these guys. So I'm excited for the Magneto event for sure. Really curious how difficult that's gonna be compared to other legendary events. I guess my only concern really with the Magneto event is that it's strictly, I'm gonna go ahead and ×3 it until we get to Pyro's ultimate. So I guess the only real concern I have over the Magneto event is, in order to unlock Magneto for the first time, there is no opportunity to do that without spending money. At all. Because of, I mean, they haven't even launched Sabretooth and anything other than an orb. There's been no event. His event doesn't come out until, I think it was what, the beginning of the year? I don't know, I think that was kind of frustrating, and there's no opportunity to farm Pyro and, well, I guess with Juggernaut we do have an opportunity to farm him, but I don't know unless you paid if you were going to be able to get him up to 5 stars at all. And as far as Pyro goes, with 8 days, you're not going to be able to effectively farm Pyro in order to get him up to 5 stars. So unless you pay money, it's practically a guaranteed paywall right there that first time around. So that was the only real concern that I had with how the Magneto event's going. So I'll definitely not be unlocking him this first time around, but I will get at least to the 3rd or 4th tier, and then I'll do some videos on that to share with everybody how those fights go. And then the second time he comes around, I should be able to unlock him. All right, so here's his ultimate. This does adjacent damage as well, right? So we'll go for Wolverine and do his little tiger here, or lion, which just looks, that's pretty cool. Boom. Some nice damage with disrupted on here, so additional positive effects cannot be applied to this character. That's a cool new negative effect that they added. Let's try and get rid of Spider-Man now. If he would stop dodging. There we go. So not bad. I like how he fights. His animations are cool looking. His damage for his level is decent. So I'll be interested to see how he does when I get him up a little bit higher. So my plan is to get him up a little bit higher and then get into some higher level Blitz tiers and then put him together with Juggernaut. Well, actually put the whole team together. So if I was to put the team together, this is what it's going to look like. Let's go ahead and take everybody out. So we will be putting in, so we need the Brotherhood and we need X-Men, right? So Storm. See, Storm is at what? Storm is at a 4-star. And then there's Mystique. And then Wolverine, Juggernaut, and now Pyro way down here. We've got to get him leveled up. So that right there, there is my Magneto event team. So I've got Wolverine up to 7 stars. I just got to level him up and get his abilities up there. So, and then get Pyro. So Pyro and Wolverine are the only 2 that I really need to work to get up there a little bit more to get them ready for that event. But see what I mean by the synergies? There's no synergies here at all between the Brotherhood, which is disappointing. I mean, I think it would be cool for them to be able to synergize without Magneto right away. It just puts us again in another position where you have to have the full team in order to be effective. But anyway, you know what? I'm just going to take them in there and I'm going to see how these guys do. So 112, we're only fighting a 78k, but we'll go with these guys. Alright, so let's just go ahead and pick on Crossbones. Get him down decent. I was doing AoE, adjacent damage. I'm used to calling them AoEs and dots and stuff. Just alright, and then let's work on, I'm gonna work on Deadpool over there. There we go, get his taunt up. We'll be able to get a stealth here. Wow, he almost took out. He almost took him out. We're gonna do the ultimate. I'm gonna slow it back down because this was a pretty cool animation. Do some primary and adjacent damage here. Boom, and figures Spidey would dodge it. And there we go. We got the disrupted on him. Boom, took out 3 with that one. Why not use this just to take her out, and we're good. So there we go. There is the Brotherhood in Blitz. So there you go, everybody. That's what I wanted to show you tonight. Wanted to show you some orb openings with Pyro, see how high we could get him, do a quick character preview of him, and throw him into some Blitz battles just so we can see the animations and how he fights. I'd be interested to know if anybody out there has Pyro and if you're able to get him up pretty high or not, and how he's doing in the higher level blitzes. I'm also curious to know how the Brotherhood is going to do in the raids and everything. So if anybody has any information, make sure to put that in the comment section below. That'd be very cool to find out. So I want to thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, let me know by hitting that like button and sharing your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.